Good evening all, welcome to a walkie talkie. I should really call it a banky wanky because it actually covers both, but we're calling it a walkie talkie. Now, there was a glitch with a bank system called Chase. Chase is a bit like Monzo, apparently it's owned by JP Morgan. I don't even know why people would be wanting to exploit the issue when people don't like the JP Morgan, but anyway, you know, let's not judge him, right? So Chase is a type of bank. It runs through the apps on your phone, and to be honest, you should be very careful of banks that run through apps, because apps can get very easily exploited and people lost a lot of money and in financial harm. But hey, just use a normal bank like a normal person, for fuck's sake, that's what I would be saying. But anyway, there was a glitch where people were getting money into their Chase accounts, and through this people are spending, didn't realise they've got to pay back. And there has been phrases like check fraud, because this kind of account runs through checks and stuff like that. And I wish I knew more of the technicalities, but I'm not going to pretend to know something when I don't actually know. See that bus is going by there? That's actually one of the new 74 plate buses for Campbellton and Oban, and potentially even Fort William. But anyway, we're talking about banks, not buses. Transformers and buses, haha, suck it. Yeah, these banks that have just kind of appeared with no physical presence on the high street, I've always been massively skeptical. But another dangerous force comes into play right now. Tik Tok, the paedophilic video sharing platform, right? And people are going, oh, you can use this exploit and get yourself free whatever you want. Oh, it's going to be good. You don't need to pay it back. Free money, right? But it's not actually free money. It was a glitch, and they were pretty much aware from it already from the start. So basically, from there on in, anybody that did go on a kind of spending orgy has to pay all the money back to Chase, or potentially be caught up in fraud situations, including, as I said, check fraud. These, if it doesn't have a presence out in the street, and if it doesn't have a Facebook, well, don't fucking go near it. Simple as. You know, I know it's tempting to get free money. I know we're all fucking pratted to the eyes with little or no money, and wages getting fucked up and whatever else is. I get it, but it's not worth committing check fraud or other forms of fraud and finding yourself going to court, potentially jail, having no credit score for the rest of your life. Getting a house like that one across the road, or that one, wouldn't happen when you have a 0 credit rating. So, you know, just do the right thing, use the normal banks that you find in your high street, and you won't get into shit like this, right? The free money exploit, no, it wasn't ever free money. They were getting it back anyway, come hell or high water. And unfortunately, people are now starting to get into serious trouble with regard to fraud. And once persons do get fraud charges, soft fraud, card fraud, check fraud, that's the end of the credit score. If you want to go and live someone a bit more fancier than a council flat in the middle of East Croydon, it's not going to happen. And you hear about, like, what's his name, Farage and Katie Hopkins getting debanked, this can actually debank you too. But you know, people would rather chase the dragon of free money than actually be careful with themselves. I know some companies actually use a Chase bank account because it's easy. You know, let's say for instance, you know, for fuel cards, instead of using like an All-Star card, they use a Chase card, and then they can pay it back at the end of the month, blah blah blah. But it's not even worth it then. Just use a fucking normal bank card. Anyway, I think that's me finished my rant about banking. Back to my never ending rants about public transport. Catch you later.